kind of controlling things, scrimmage, Monday. We heard how the defense thought they did. How did the offense do?
We played decent early. Didn't play very good in the back half. I mean, it was just a tale of two halves. Offense was better early. Defense was better late. And we did some good things. Made a few explosive plays. Made some competitive plays that you got to do. And so we took some steps, but then disappointed that from an offensive standpoint we couldn't do better at the end. And much better defensively on the back half of it.
How'd your quarterback score?
Kind of as the offense did. They did a pretty good job taking care of the ball. Made some explosive plays, but didn't play as well in the back half as we did the first half. But I thought it was overall for those guys a positive step.
Glenn, can I ask Jay this question? Just the evaluation process. When you have an offensive line that's learning and growing, how do you evaluate what you're doing as an offense when those guys are still developing?
Honestly, you're not evaluating that much. I mean, I think you're more of just kind of grinding each day to get better, and so at all positions. So I mean, we're playing well enough on the offensive line. We're getting a good look at everybody right now, and we're getting a feel for what these guys are doing well, and we're just more. It's just kind of just your head down in the sand right now, and just fighting every day to get better, to teach these guys more, to expose them to different looks, to our calls, building trust, building continuity. It's just there's nothing pretty about it. I mean, it's just a daily grind to get that done, but it's one that, we enjoy.
In 2010, you had the install in East Carolina, 2015, the install here. What's your perspective now as a head coach watching the other side of the ball and trying to keep tabs on what they're doing over there in terms of installation?
Yeah, it's that part of it's helped, so in my role, I've tried to, help where I can, or just look at it at an overall perspective and give them, kind of any thoughts or experience from having to do the same thing, even though it's on the other side of the ball. A lot of the same principles come into play. And then the biggest thing has been, we've all spoke about a lot, is changing the mentality, and that's the toughest thing to install anywhere. And the plays aren't too bad. That's going to come. The scheme's going to come, but the mentality is the biggest thing. It's what we tried to do when we got here in 2015, and certainly what we're trying to do with our defense right now.
As you work with Jalen, is it kind of like when you just came in the first year and you're trying to teach guys how to run your offense? Does it feel like that, or is his experience, does it kind of make it different?
Yeah, no, it's different just because too the other players around have a pretty good idea. 2015, you're teaching everybody, starting from scratch. But yeah, I mean, you can on a lot of parts of it, you can tell that that he's played some ball and has some experience, and you see that. And then at times you can tell that he's had. Well, we had now 9 practices, so it's it's a little bit of both, but it's getting better every day.
Everybody they want to use that word quarterback battle, but with him, do you kind of have to temper things just because he is learning a lot of things for the first time?
No.
Or you just say you better play as well as anybody else on this day?
Yeah, I mean it's competition, like it's always been here, and so. We've always had competitions. We'll always have competitions. This is a very real one. Those guys are both playing well, doing a lot of good things. They're both at totally different points of their career. One's at the beginning of his career, one's at the end. One's been here for a little while, one just got here. So it's like they're almost just kind of polar opposite ends on both sides of it. So it's kind of there's probably some intrigue from the outside on that, but they're pushing each other, they're making each other better, competing well, and then for both of them, it's just you got to focus on yourself. You got to try to get better, and trust that if I do it as well as I can, that'll be enough, to help me win the job.
Thank you.